Hi guys, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. My sidekick here is Louie over here, and he's bored of me apparently. Very nice, Louie. Right in front of everyone. Very nice. Anyway, today I am doing a fun video. I saw that, Louie. That is being hosted by Mama Dares to DIY and co-hosted by the lovely Sweet Urban Bros. I will insert their channels down below. They're such awesome YouTubers and DIYers, obviously. You need to check them out. And they are hosting a collab called Nailed It or Failed It. And I just had the hardest time of picking one particular thing. So I decided to kind of, I'll just show you, here's my inspiration. Yeah. So I decided to recreate different versions of these jars that are everywhere on Pinterest, and they're being sold on Etsy. And then I saw one on Etsy for, not one, it was like a set, but it was like ridiculous, $40-something. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's not inspiring for me to make a cheaper version for a lot less, I don't know what is. By Louie. So I decided to do at least a few where I can say, you know, nailed it or failed it. And then just the rest of them, I'm just letting my creative kind of, you know, soul do the rest of it, because I just had so much fun, and I think you guys will enjoy this video and all my fun little jars that I did. With that being said, let's just get into the video. Before we get into decorating these jars, I just wanted to kind of show you what jars these are. These are the Tostitos. Some are like horseradish. Then I have this one. Not even sure if I'm going to be using that one. But to remove these can be tricky, because when you remove the plastic part, there's this film of glue. And the best way to remove them is this Goo Gone. By the way, not sponsored. But the nice thing about it is you just spray it on, 10 minutes, you wipe it off, you're done. And then I just clean and just rinse the, you know, the jar, because you are touching it and this is chemical. So if you want to see how this is done, I'll just insert a video where I show this process more in detail. It's just, this is too many jars and I don't want to bore you with that. Before I start doing that, we are going to need a bunch of tea lights or different little candles that we would put in here. And also, here is my box of goodies. I actually took a little container, so I have all the goodies for this particular project in one. I have a lot of Dollar Tree ribbon here. Then I got these fashion little flowers. And they're just burlap little roses, so super cute. And I got them for $1.24. They were $3.99. Then I got some raffia in case I get inspired to use that. And then what I do is I kind of have my ribbon, especially like something like this, separate. So here's my white lace. Here is my black, white kind of leftovers. Some pink lace. I'm going to try not to use too much of this, but the black lace, this was one of my inspiration pieces. And I got all this ribbon that you see that's not, like, this is the Dollar Tree one, all of this that's kind of loose. I got all of this on eBay, and what I do is I do bids, and I bid to get them for 99 cents per whatever. There's usually a yard or what, depends on how, the thickness, the whatever. But look at this gorgeous, gorgeous lace that I will try to incorporate. You guys, let's get started. Okay, first I'm cutting this as my little base where everything's just gonna get hot glued on. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little squares. The best way to make sure that you are getting even squares is to fold it in half to the side and just cut it along the line. We're going to start like this. We're gonna put it in, keep it in half like we folded, and then we're gonna fold it in half one more time. I'm gonna dab some hot glue and just hot glue it in the center. So I decided to cut it, and as you can see right here, and look how pretty this turned out, and I think that looks really beautiful. For the second flower, we're gonna grab some needle and thread. Going to get some of this nice lace right here and join in with this Dollar Tree ribbon here. Okay, so I just pulled the needle through, and I decided to do 12 inches. So we'll just do 12 inches and just cut it off. Okay, and get it out of our way. Also, make sure your silk ribbon is almost, see, mine is pretty much half, almost half of this lace one. The silk ribbon, if you have a beautiful color, it will stand out, but the lace needs to have that kind of overpowering gentleness to it. So this is pretty much what it looks like now. And what I'm going to do is we're going to start kind of just wiggling it forward. Try not to rip the little thread, obviously. And now I'm just going to kind of bring it all together. Just thread it through. Just kind of like sideways. And for these delicate flowers, I like to use felt. So just cut a little circle of felt. Tiny dab of hot glue right there. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna make little loops like this. Make a loop, measure it, see if that's the size that you want. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by bigger loops, and then we're gonna go smaller, and then we're gonna bring the smaller ones in the middle. So start with a bigger loop and measure how big you want it. So I want my loop to be about that big, and let's see what it measures. It measures 3.5 inches, and this is where we make our little loops. So we're gonna start with the big ones that are 90 degrees. Okay, and I'm just going to put them on the edge, so it's right here. See right there? And I'm just gonna put it on the edge. This next loop we want smaller. So the first one we had it nice and big. This next one we're gonna have smaller, and you just go in and see how big you want it. This time I think I'm going to do about there. So this one measures 3 inches. Now these I'm going to put in between. But as you can see, you have so many choices. You could put buttons, you could put whatever you want. I don't know, I just feel like this would be the right fit right here. Okay, for this next one, I have this beautiful, beautiful ribbon with flowers, and it does have this lace on top. And I decided to, I'm not going to really cut by the design too much. I mean, it's lace, it's going to be really almost see-through, but just that edge, because see, it's kind of curling, it looks kind of funky. So I'm just cutting that off. And there you go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the design part, the edge part, on top. What did you guys think of my cute little jars? I felt like some of them came out a little bit of like boho chic, French country, a little bit of Victorian, farmhouse. I mean, I kind of incorporated and kind of mixed all of these style genres together, and I think all my little jars came out so super cute and adorable, and I'm absolutely obsessed and in love with all of them. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which one was your favorite down below. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and then definitely giving me a thumbs up, because that really does help my channel. With that being said, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.